Hey everyone, welcome back to Brickjitzu-Cast. Today we're going to be introducing a new member to our mod squad. Brick Dude, aka Logan, has been making content for Brickjitzu, Master Brickjitzu for a long time, and we are finally getting in him as a mod, and so we're really happy to have him here today. And yeah, man, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll introduce the rest of the panel.
Hey everyone, I'm Logan. I am a master of Brickjitzu now. Officially, I kind of snuck my way in. It was a hostile takeover that's currently in progress.
Oh no! Oh.
Yes. So I started an Instagram account last year, actually, year before that, 2020, kind of during quarantine, just as a way to vent because I was bored. And then I decided, well, I can use this to implement some Photoshop skills I'm learning. And then since then, I've kind of just been going straight from there. And now we're here, so.
Heck yeah, man. Let's go, Chris. Go for it, man.
Yeah, hey guys, it's Legends in Ninjago here, or Chris, as most people know me by. Nobody takes my name serious anymore, and that's okay. Yeah, super glad to be here. Ace, it's up to you now. Save the podcast.
Hey, it's Ace from My Brick Opinions on Master Brickjitzu because I'm your favorite character. Figure fighter. I don't know. I just woke up. I'm still a bit asleep.
Same, bro.
Kyle, you want to go next? I mean, you're the last one, so yeah, you should go.
I guess I have no choice.
Yeah, you don't, bro. You don't. Gotta tell us who you are.
I am Kyle. Deluxe Collectibles as well. Both of them.
You could also call him Collectibles. What was it? Deluxe Collectibles.
No. Don't.
Ace, that's the worst nickname I've heard from you so far. No. And you call me Chrissy, so.
Whoa.
Turn off Ace's mic. Bye.
Get him out of here.
But yeah, that's my intro.
Yeah, okay. That's it.
I gotta do mine, of course. I'm Ninja Whip, aka Brayden, and yeah, this is the Master Brickjitzu podcast. Whoa. Penn unfortunately could not make it today, but he'll still be around, and we also have Joshua Deck and the Marvelous Jen as well on our mods trio, and we're also adding a new mod. Spoiler alert! We're not gonna tell you who it is, but stay tuned for that, and we will have a podcast dedicated to that person in the near future. But this podcast is about Logan, and so we're going to make it all about him. So, Logan, why don't we start off with something pretty interesting, pretty fun? What we kind of did in our introduction in our first podcast was, what is your favorite Ninjago set?
Probably.
He looks shocked.
Yeah, he was not expecting that deep of a question. He was like, I just want to talk to ninja people.
No, Ace's face was like, did you just ask that, bro? Like,
yeah, I did, because I thought you were gonna go with another question. I thought you were gonna ask what got you into Lego, and then when you said that, John was like, wait, did we talk about that in the first episode?
We did.
Yeah, so I mean, it was probably the Legacy Monastery. It's very complete, if you will. I don't know. It's perfect. You can't change my mind.
Good answer. It's a good set.
No, it's not.
It even has the legendary Legacy Kai in it, which is really the only reason I bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very crucial character for your army.
Exactly.
Yes. Legacy Kai is my hero.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and backtrack a little bit, Logan. What got you into Lego in the first place? Like, what was kind of the spark to light the fire?
Peer pressure, 100%.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm kidding. Probably Atlantis, like the Atlantis theme. I don't know why. I really enjoyed the red and then the green cockpits. Something about the color scheme. And I don't know. It was just very interesting to me.
I remember really wanting Atlantis sets, but I was always told I couldn't for one, we couldn't afford them back then, and two, I was always told they were for older kids. Like, no, you can't afford that. You can't. I was always told you can't build it, and we can afford it. But looking back, I saw a tweet the other day about how cool Atlantis was, and I was like, Atlantis is awesome, especially like those temple builds, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You missed out.
For real.
100%.
Yeah, I missed out. I love Atlantis's molds and everything they introduce. I will always say Atlantis is like Ninjago's big brother because they really set the way for what Lego could do, and then Ninjago would not have worked if Lego didn't do Atlantis first, because that's how they learned to do like molds and like is this profitable?
Yeah, I'd say Atlantis is probably one of the first like outreaches into like a lore and story building. Probably one of the first that actually had like a half-hour special.
Yeah,
kind of paved the way.
They do those,
Atlantis walked
before Ninjago could run.
Didn't they do the little like short films online?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I saw those on TV though. I actually remember seeing those on TV.
Really?
Yeah, those are like.
I saw it on TV.
Yeah, actually, I remember those were like really early on in like Lego animation world, because like the characters, the Lego characters were like Lego-ish. So like they would build and like they would take off their heads or like their hairpiece, like change it up.
Yeah.
Brayden, were the Ninjago shorts, the Atlantis miniseries, was that made by Tommy? I'm not sure.
I think actually I think he did work on those. I'm pretty sure. I think he has said somewhere that he did work on those. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure he did work on those. And I'm not sure who animated them. But yeah. So and also what's interesting about Tommy, and I guess we're going to drop this now. He actually made he actually helped make the Lego City commercial, "A Man That's Fallen into the River." Like in Lego City, he actually like helped make that. And I think Will Film is the ones that animated those commercials, which was cool.
Fun fact for the announcer guy, the guy who announces like, "Oh, man's fallen to the river." That guy voices Agent 47 from the newer age Hitman games, and I only recently found out about that, and was like, my mind was absolutely blown because like I love those games, and I'm like, that doesn't even sound like the same guy. So sorry, little tangent. I just thought that was kind of a cool little factoid.
I didn't know that. That's actually kind of awesome.
So Logan,
fallen into the river.
Talking about Atlantis, what was your favorite set from that theme, other than the big temple set?
Oh, I wouldn't say it was the big temple set.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Chris, why do you think that from people?
How dare you?
Because that's my favorite one out of the lot.
I'm not basic.
Are you projecting yourself onto Logan right here, bro?
Yeah,
that's not
cool. He just said he wasn't basic. He just said he wasn't basic, and clearly I am basic. So I'm not ashamed to admit when I'm basic. Like, shoot.
No, I can't remember the name of it. It was set 8059. It was this one right here. It had 3 wheels.
Oh yeah.
That's what. Yeah, you can't see it. There's a glare, but
we can put it on the image. Yeah. Yes.
There we go.
We'll put it on there. We'll fix it in post, guys. But yeah, I think that was also.
Wait, was it? Sorry, my sister walked in. What set was it? I can't.
It was like the trike.
The trike.
Yeah, it was a $15 trike set.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look it up later. Yeah.
If it came out now, it would be $40, but that's beyond me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No,
dude, don't even joke about that because that makes me feel sad.
We'll talk about that in a later episode.
Yeah, that's another podcast. That's another Lego inflation.
Lego inflation.
Man. Cool. So I mean, like, what about that set specifically do you like? Just like the general design or what?
Definitely. It was the first like vehicle that you could roll across the ground. I'm just trying
to pick your brain here. We're just we're just making it, man.
Yeah, find out the psychology behind a Lego set that I found.
Hey, that's why I went into marketing. So like,
that's great.
Specifically because of children's toys. So
that's why I am in design, because I really like children's toys as well.
There you go.
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. It had 2 figures, one evil manta ray guy, one scuba diver. All the scuba suits were exclusive collectible piece that was found throughout the sets, which honestly probably inspired Golden Weapons, if you ask me. But
I mean, collectibles had been going on for a while before that.
True.
But the
Atlantis walked so Ninjago could run.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I always thought of in the way that Atlantis, Ninjago replaced Atlantis. I always saw it in that way.
Oh yeah,
that like Ninjago was the normal evolution of Atlantis.
Wasn't
Yeah, Power
Was
Miners.
it?
Atlantis was Atlantis Power.
Power Miners.
yeah.
Yeah,
Power Miners,
Atlantis,
too.
Power Miners, and Monster Fighters were all part of the same universe, and Galaxy Squad were all
Yeah.
part of the same canonical
Yes.
universe. And
Oh, wow.
because Atlantis showed up in Clutch Powers, that would technically bring it back to Ninjago. So they're all technically set in the same universe.
So did
Can't
Power
take that mind.
Miners.
What?
So did Power Miners show up in Clutch Powers?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
yeah, you're right.
your Power Miners lore has to be like, you gotta refresh that shit. That stuff. I'll blow that out. Because you're lacking, bro. You're lacking on your Power Miners lore. You
I
can't
know,
disrespect
I mean-
Mr. Clutch that way, bro. Said no one.
If you say bro one more time, I swear.
Yeah, I'll stop. It's just a
I'm
bit.
gonna reach.
It's funny because we're recording this really like late in the afternoon, and I'm still very much asleep. College is hard, people. College is hard. I woke up at 3 a.m. today.
Oh my god.
Imagine.
I mean, so did I, to go to the bathroom and then go back to sleep like a normal person.
Oh man, yeah.
oh man. Oh, man.
We've deviated way too much from the tangent. Logan, let's go into Ninjago. Favorite wave?
Favorite wave.
You're probably gonna say Legacy, like Legacy
no, I'm
One.
not gonna,
No?
no. Probably Rebooted, and I don't know why.
Rebooted,
I
that's-
think
Yes!
that's the only full wave that I ever collected. Like all
That's
of
my
them.
boy. That's
I
my
really
boy.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
Logan, I don't tell this to a whole lot of people, but I love you.
He's never said that to me.
I know there's a reason why your favorite wave isn't rebooted, man.
I love Rebooted. What do you mean? I love Rebooted. I have all of the Rebooted figures right here on my desk.
Yeah, but do you
don't
have
have
all the
all the
rebooted
sets,
sets?
I'm just missing the temple and the charger.
Literally, the temple is my life. So,
Well, I was
you
poor,
know.
Chris. I'm sorry.
I know. Excuses.
Poor Ace. Poor Ace.
Ace
Yeah.
was a child.
No, I actually
kidding.
could have afforded that set. That like, low-key, I could afford that set. I actually saw that for $100 sealed a couple of years ago on Facebook. Didn't buy it. I do regret that. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do regret that.
Bro, the Overlord minifigure in that box. is
I
almost
know
worth
that.
price,
That's
so-
the Overlord figure alone is worth that much. It's like $100 nowadays.
Goodness gracious. Yeah.
And that's the only Ninjago villain I'm missing in my collection. So yeah, that's
The Overlord's the only villain you're missing.
yeah, that's the one Ninjago villain. Like after I got the Time Twins, that's the only Ninjago villain I'm missing.
Oh, nice. I would I'd say that I'd give you mine, but I only have one, so I can't. I'm sorry.
I would say I would give you mine, but I just have one. Actually, you have two. You told me about that. You have two. Chris was at the Legoland Explorer Center or something, and he found the pieces in the pickup minifigure thingy. He found pieces to make an Overlord minifigure for some reason.
No way.
No, I just found the torso and the head. The armor and the legs weren't there.
That's
still
still
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still
I
more
want
Overlord than
the-
I have.
I guess. That armor, that gold armor, from the Overlord from that minifigure is like
Stupid expensive.
it's
dumb.
like $20.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no,
figure, everything from that figure is stupid expensive. Maybe the helmet, it's the cheapest thing.
Yeah, the black
Yeah,
helmet
'cause it
probably
just got
the cheapest.
re-released.
Yeah.
In the Overlord Dragon set.
Well, and that plus it was
last year.
it was like the 2000, like the early 2010s, early 2000s. It was almost all the night figures from the castle from the castle wave back then. So, yeah, definitely not a.
Oh,
cheap figure, but
that
definitely
helmet
a-
also came a lot in Nexo Knights. I have a couple of Jestro Nexo Knights
Oh, yeah.
vehicles, and those have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
sometimes
actually
forget
really
that
like that
some
mold.
just-
I really like how they used it for the Overlord.
Yeah, me too.
They also used it. It was like first introduced way back when. Like it's an old piece.
Yeah, it is. It's
Um,
Castle from 2008, right?
No, I showed up as early as
Those
Knight's Kingdom.
trolls.
Knight's King.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
That's that makes me
Knight's
feel
Kingdom.
old.
It makes you feel old, dude. I was like
Chris was playing
10
with the
when Knight's
sets.
Kingdom came out. I was actually like going to the store and asking for those for Christmas. Bro, I'm the oldest on. Well, I'm the oldest on this podcast today, with Mr. Penn being gone.
Yeah. Poor Pen.
But
We miss you, buddy.
we miss you, guy. Come back. Hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Let's see. So going off Rebooted, man, I have so many questions I want to ask about Rebooted, but this is not a Rebooted podcast or Rebooted episode, so
we
not
can talk
gonna
about
do
Rebooted. Come on.
I mean, I love Rebooted. Rebooted is my favorite season, hands down. Favorite season, but it's not my favorite wave.
Wait, so what's your favorite wave, Chris?
This isn't a podcast about me.
Okay. I was just making the topic more interesting. Like, oh yeah, everyone can talk about the favorite wave. That's a pretty easy thing to say.
All right, let's go around the bend then real quick. Just to kind of get everybody involved into this conversation. Kyle, favorite Ninjago wave?
Can I pick the Lego Ninjago movie wave?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can, but I won't respect you for it because I know it's a good wave, but like the movie sucks. Like, I'm not a fan of it.
Gosh, I would pick either that or the first Legacy wave. I would pick one of those two.
Back when those legacy characters actually meant something and weren't just coming out in every set.
Exactly. The good old days.
Yeah.
Right.
Braden, what about you?
Yeah, Brent.
Oh man, my favorite wave, still to this day, probably, it's either Hunted or Master of the Mountain. Those two waves are probably my favorite because they come in my favorite playset, the Dragon Pit and the Skull Sorcerer Dungeon. Absolutely love those two sets. So I think those two waves are legit, like tied for me as far as the best Ninjago waves.
Okay, Ace, what about you?
I'll go way back. I'll say 2012, or probably the first wave of 2012 with all the snake vehicles and the ninja vehicles. Because I love having both sides or both factions have stuff, which is something modern Ninjago is missing a lot. It's we just really like, at least as a kid, I always liked having like the ninjas versus the big villain vehicles because it always felt like this like underdog mentality. And so, like, the narrative was always more interesting. But if you have the ninjas on, like, this big vehicle against, like, these snakes or, like, whatever villains that you're fighting against nothing, like, they have nothing. Like, I find it funny in the ultra combo back. It's just, like, the snakes, what are they called? The cobras just have, like, one small thingy to fight against a massive mech. Like, dude, like, I'm pretty sure that's just cruelty.
Yeah, I will say I like that the Jay and Nia's Race Car Evo, the new set, it comes with that nice chopper.
Yeah.
It's just really big. Big fan of that build.
That's honestly... Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no. Honestly, that's what made the set for me. I really like that.
That's the only reason I want to buy that set. Mostly because I'm not a huge fan of the, like, almost hyper-realistic car mixed with, like, all of the, like, giant fantasy elements added onto it. That just feels
it's very chunky.
I love that aspect of it.
I mean, you are allowed, Ace. You are allowed to love that aspect of it. I just don't.
I'm kidding.
Looks like a Speed Champions car to me, which is kind of why I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I got into cars lately, and so now like I just really like realistic cars for some reason.
Yeah, I've never been a huge
like
car
I
guy,
started hunting the March wave of Speed Champions the other day. I was like, oh, that's the F1 car. I'm gonna buy that. Oh, that's the Lotus. That looks really cool.
Into my cart it goes.
Yeah. What else, guys?
I'll answer my favorite wave because I haven't gone yet.
Yeah, what about you, Chris?
I will probably get a lot of hate for this, and honestly, I want to hate. I like to be controversial.
I'm ready to send you some hate.
Somebody's got to do it.
I'm ready to send you some hate.
Yeah, you're gonna comment on my Instagram posts. And,
yeah,
no,
definitely.
check your email. Check your email.
Yeah,
check your email.
What?
Are you being legit?
No, he's. Oh, what?
I'm like, I mean, I feel like a lot of my communication these days comes from email. I feel like an old man, but no, I think my favorite two waves are tied between Day of the Departed and Hands of Time. I think the vehicles in them are phenomenal. I know that.
I want to change my answer. Yeah, I want to change it to Day of the Departed. That is a great wave.
Day of the Departed has so many good vehicles the Ultra Stealth Raider is bar none the best stealth. Like
No,
the best stealth
I will
vehicle
fight
we've
you.
gotten.
I will fight you on that. I hate
You can fight me
the
all
Ultra Stealth
you
Raider.
want.
I hate
but
that
it
thing.
is
Really?
I do
so
not like
pretty.
it. It goes against my beliefs of what a ultrasonic raider should be.
Dude.
I do not like that set.
I remember being so excited for that when I was a kid. Like that wave was like probably one of my most hyped waves as a kid because you had all the villains come back. Like you're right, Day of the Departed, such a fire
It's
wave.
such a good wave,
So
and
good.
I'm excited because like everybody's been bouncing around this idea and stuff. This upcoming season is going to be like a Day of the Departed round 2, and I think the writing is going to be better because I think that this is also probably going to get me canceled. But like Wild Brain writing is so much better than
Will film writing is
Wild
so much
Brain-
better than
Incorrect. Wrong.
Okay.
On so many levels. I just think Wild Brain is a better storyteller start to finish, I think, than Will Film ever was. Especially since we have this kind of like overarching, like underlying story that's been kind of going on this entire time. At least that's what it seems like. I don't have any like pertinent information or whatever. Like I don't have that kind of information on me. I don't know people like that, but I think that if this upcoming season really is kind of like a Day of the Departed 2, where like certain villains and stuff are coming back, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm all for it too as well. I thought about Day of the Departed. The thing about Day of the Departed is I'm not tied to it in any way. Like the only sets I have is like the Lighthouse and like the Low Energy Dragon, which are amazing sets. But like the actual like Day of the Departed sets, I can't really like picture them in my mind aside from the Ultra Stealth Raider, honestly. Oh yeah, the Samurai X Cape. No, I think you're right. Yeah, that's a really solid wave.
Yes, the Samurai X Cape is really cool. Cole's
vehicle.
Shredder
Rumble
is
Raider?
probably probably the most forgettable out of that wave. With the exception
don't think
of
about
Little
Zane's
Nelson being in
Tumblr
there.
though.
That's the one set from that wave that I don't own, and I hate myself every day for it.
I recently got it on eBay, and it came in a box that was torn to shreds. I got it for $15, so I wasn't expecting a lot. But like, literally, you could like, it was like wrapped in bubble wrap and torn to bits. And like, literally, I pick up the box and it just falls out of it. It was perfectly fine; it didn't break, but like, it's terrible shipping.
Who was the shipping company on that?
I think it was. I mean, it was through eBay, so I think it was just like UPS or FedEx. I don't remember.
No. Yeah, because I got the same thing basically happened when I got my Moro Dragon a couple weeks ago. Everything on the inside of the bubble wrap was fine, but the box itself was like shredded, and it wasn't like there were no pieces missing, surprisingly, but it was only wrapped in that bubble wrap. Like there was a top and a bottom that those pieces could have come out of, and they just didn't. So I'm like convinced that the guy at the front door was like, "Oh, we need to keep up reputation," and just like stabbed the box and shredded it right before it got to the door.
Yeah, the
or
box
just like
felt
threw it
like
really hard at my door.
the box felt like it was attacked by a dog, and then the dog carried it and gave it to a hawk, and then the hawk fed it to like a baby eagle, and then the baby eagle like threw it off a cliff, and then the guy was like, "Oh, we lost it." Picked it up, brought it to my house. There it was. So
that was a fun,
yeah,
extensive analogy,
Actually,
but I'm here for it.
Chris, you just reminded me of something. I completely forgot about Possession. Possession is such a cool wave.
There's one good set in that wave. Two good sets in that wave.
What good sets?
No,
what are those good sets?
No, I'm just kidding.
There are three.
The Ronin Rex, the Bounty,
the Ronin Rex,
the Dragon,
the Ronin
or
Rex.
the both dragons, and City of Styx.
You're right. I'm just thinking like the little Earth bike from that is stupid. The Coal Walker isn't bad. Or Coal Walker.
Jaywalker.
Christ. Yeah, the Jaywalker. Jaywalker.
And actually, I don't mind the big bike, the ghost bike. I actually kind of like that one as well.
Oh no,
City of Styx goes so hard.
the City of Styx is on my list of like mock overhauls, but with me moving on to other things, I probably won't get done for a while. I'm gonna need more space and more money.
What do you think of Possession, Logan? What do you think of it? What do you think of it?
I really enjoy Possession, like not just as a wave, but also like as a season. I think it's up there with 8, 9, 13, 14, 15.
See, guys,
You know?
Logan is a smart man.
Nice.
He knows. He knows
like,
his
really,
Ninjago.
I think that season 5 has the most consistent story and balances like so many characters so well. The villain is perfect. Like it's the perfect I don't know. The OG team of 4 have the best dynamic in the season. It's perfect.
Preach, brother, preach.
I would agree with that. That's a really good summary of that season.
I really like Possession. Well, I'm also really biased with Possession because that's the first Ninjago season I watched when I came back into like the Ninjago world, and I really like that. And after watching that, I was like, Ninjago's really cool. Why did I stop watching it? Yeah, that's my 2017 Ace voice.
You said last time that you didn't like Tournament of Elements. Though,
I do not.
I don't know if I can trust you.
But that's again, that's another bias of mine. That's that's where I fell off. I should rewatch Tournament. Maybe if I rewatch Tournament, I'll like it more. I don't like Tournament finale though.
So whenever we go through and like talk about seasons, we should like as a group at least watch a couple episodes of the season and then kind of go off on our own. And we can like analyze it kind of as we go. I think that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, Mr. Kyle and Logan are gonna be like, "Oh, that shot is," because our filmmaker boys,
dang,
you're gonna be breaking down. They're gonna be breaking down each of the frames. Like, oh yeah, this is
I'll tell you.
A wide shot.
There's one scene in season 6 where Jay and like his backup ninja team like come out of the water that is just like perfect animation. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm crazy talking about it, but they get the water so right in that scene. Like it's so random.
Kyle just nods.
I'll point it out when we get there. Yeah.
I concur.
I can't remember that off the top of my head. I need to rewatch that. Like I remember I actually really like that part of Skybound because I know a lot of people hate Skybound. I love Skybound, and that's what. And when Jay makes his own ninja team, I love that part of Skybound.
Yes. Such a great episode. You cannot tell me that they did not at least toy with the idea of a spinoff with those guys. Like, I mean, you can tell me that they didn't, but
I mean, it's like that group and like the Upley. Like, I'd love to see spinoffs of them, and we've seen almost everyone from that team, with the exception of Echo Zane, which we haven't seen since that season. Hoping
Until
that
now.
he makes a comeback someday. I would love for like I like curse every time that I hear like, oh well,
Mr. E was Echo Zane.
yeah, because that would have been such a cool storyline.
It would have.
And I'm mad that they didn't have the time to put that in, because I think that just would have been a really cool callback.
Really cool.
Well, because it was just like that season, like Sons of Garmadon was kind of a soft reset, not like a reset. That's not.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Soft reboot is what you'd call it.
Yeah, with Lloyd kind of growing up and the whole green eyes thing, and then trying to match the movie style, which again, like I think that's brilliant. The redesigns are head and heels above what we originally had.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm not saying it's everyone's point of view, but yeah, it's not the official MOB stance.
We stand
that
with
was
the redesigns.
Yeah, I mean most of us do, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I thought it was a great.
Yeah.
Personally, I thought it was a great decision because of the fact that it keeps the characters really identifiable, right? So that way, you look at an old like silhouette of Jay, and like kids are gonna be like, oh, I could be this person or this person. But you do that now with the new design of Jay, kids will be like, oh, okay, that's Jay, because the hairpiece is so
Pokemon.
That's to him.
That's Jay.
Pikachu.
Jay.
Here's you.
No. Yeah.
Logan, what do you do outside of Lego? I know we kind of talked about that a little bit last week with everyone else, but what are your hobbies outside of Lego? Do you have any hobbies outside of Lego? If you don't, that's cool too.
No, I'm a shut-in 100%. It's just me and my collection. My big collection right there on the wall. No, I don't have anything here at the dorm. No, I mean, I dabble in film. I'm currently studying radio, TV, film with a minor in digital media and animation, so that kind of takes up a lot of my time. So other than that, just chilling around with folks that I know and sleeping. Love sleep. Yeah.
MOB agrees with that stance.
MOB, we love sleep here.
Sleep. People
Definitely.
sleep.
We love it.
But anywho, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching Brickjitzu-Cast today. I'm Braden.
I'm Ace.
I'm Chris. Oh no.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Logan, and I'm never leaving. You're stuck.
And we are your masters of
And we are Master
Brickjitzu.
Brickjitzu.
Ninja, go!
Go.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Go.
Bye, guys.
Go. Go. Get out
And
of
you're
here.
watching Disney Channel.
You're watching.